What's up guys, it's your mom's favorite YouTuber, Jinja, and of course we're quickscoping and trickshotting on Black Ops 6. And this is a story time with Jinja where I tell you 100% true stories about my life and conspiracy theories, because I'm kind of a nut job and I believe everything I see on the internet, just like how your mom believes everything she sees on Facebook. And I know because she tells me about it at night when we're laying in bed. And we are playing on the new multiplayer maps in Season 2 of Black Ops 6, specifically Lifeline, a remake of the beloved Black Ops 2 map Hijacked that I was originally really excited about until I kept getting spawn trapped. This is what I don't get. If they already know the map is good and that the fan base loves the map, why do they recreate it and make it worse? But that's besides the point. Plus, it's Call of Duty. Every Call of Duty has like 3 good maps, and the rest of the maps are dogs. Anyways, let's just get into the story. Comment, like, and subscribe. Or don't. I really don't care anymore. Anyways, every year in December around Christmas time, if you didn't know, Christmas is in December, my family and I always see this guy dressed as Santa driving around my neighborhood in a golf cart, and he decorates his golf cart to look like Santa's sleigh. And me and my whole family thought it was super wholesome. You know, just an old jolly guy with a white beard trying to spread some holiday joy. There's even a Christmas parade where everybody in my neighborhood decorates their golf carts and Christmas lights or whatever, and they all drive around together with Santa leading the pack. Because apparently every adult, once they hit over the age of 45, decides to buy a golf cart. It's the new midlife crisis. You can't tell me I'm wrong. I don't know when this happened, but a few years ago, just apparently every older person decided to buy a golf cart. Because apparently older people got bored of working on their lawn in their house and needed more thrill in their life, so they settled on a golf cart. It's equivalent to how dads in neighborhoods used to always mow their lawn just so they would have an excuse to ride the lawnmower. And apparently they needed more horsepower. But all these parents riding around on golf carts seem really happy, so apparently golf carts are saving marriages, because when I was growing up, all my friends' parents were getting divorced, including mine. And probably yours too, statistically. Anyways, I thought it was super wholesome and cute that this old guy with a white beard was dressing up as Santa every Christmas to spread holiday joy to all the kids in the neighborhood. Until I went to my friend's house in the neighborhood and he told me that he constantly gives this old guy mushroom chocolate bars. Magic mushroom chocolate bars. You know, the ones that make you have a psychedelic trip. So every time me and my family saw this old guy dressed as Santa riding around the neighborhood in his golf cart that's decorated like Santa's sleigh, thinking he's just spreading holiday joy, he was just tripping balls. No wonder he was just waving to all the cars. He probably actually thought he was the real Santa Claus. The story doesn't just end there, by the way. My friend also told me that all the adults with golf carts in the neighborhood meet in the woods to smoke, drink, and do drugs. But when I was younger, kids in my neighborhood used to meet in the woods to do the exact same thing, and the adults always got mad. Probably because that was their secret meeting spot, and we were invading their territory. But I just found that so funny because it just goes to show that adults are just like us. And it's just funny that this old man dressing up as Santa was just tripping on mushrooms, riding around on his golf cart, waving to everybody, and literally nobody had any idea. And I'm pretty sure he's the head of our HOA, which if you don't know what an HOA is, it stands for Homeowners Association. It's basically a board of directors that make rules for your neighborhood. Like they tell you what you can and cannot do with your house. And Mans is just tripping on mushrooms, making rules and dressing up as Santa in his free time. Sounds like a great retired life. Anyways, on to my next story. In my last video, I talked about all the crazy things that happened in 2024, but I left out the most important one, which was the advancement and popularity of AI. And I don't know about you, but AI scares me for many reasons. But the main one being, a few years ago, somebody on Snapchat sent me a video of a guy breaking a bunch of things in a bowling alley. And you're probably thinking, what does AI have to do with this? Why is that scary? Well, the guy in the video looked identical to me. And the person on my Snapchat sending it to me was 1000% convinced that it was me in the video. I even said, whoa, that guy looks like me, but it's not me. And they were like, yeah, okay, stop lying. The guy looks so much like me that I literally sat there watching the video on repeat, thinking that maybe I blacked out one night and that this actually was me in the video. I was genuinely concerned. Look, I'll put the video on screen. Here's the video, watch it. This is me. You see me? And you see him? Identical. I even wear the same type of clothes, except those shoes. I would never be caught dead wearing those shoes, I'm just saying. That's how I knew it wasn't me. He even had a whole sleeve of tattoos. The only difference is my sleeve is on this arm, and if you look at the video and I think you have to flip it, his would be on this arm. But good luck trying to explain that in court. And AI scares me because with a little hint of AI, that would 100% be me in the video. And speaking of AI and going to court, whenever I think of AI, I always think about at what point will video and audio not be acceptable in court. Because AI is already getting scary good. Your mom already can't tell what's AI on Facebook. And judges are typically older people. And lastly, I just wanted to talk about a conspiracy theory. I wouldn't necessarily say that I'm a conspiracy theorist, but I do believe 99.9% of conspiracy theories I read online. I don't think Earth is flat. I definitely know your mom is not flat, but as of 2 days ago, I'm 100% convinced that we never went to the moon. Now, growing up and my entire life, I always believed that we went to the moon. Until a few days ago when I saw a bunch of videos on Instagram, now I'm 1000% convinced we never went. And honestly, growing up, I always wondered if we went to the moon once, why did we never go back? Don't you think if we went to the moon, we would go there regularly or at least have a whole space base there with a bunch of astronauts? Now, apparently, a bunch of conspiracy theorists think that the famous movie director, Stanley Kubrick, who made movies like The Shining and a 2001 Space Odyssey, is the one that faked the moon landing footage for the US government. Now, when I saw these moon landing conspiracy videos online a few days ago, I was like, oh, I gotta talk about this on my YouTube channel. And I like Stanley Kubrick. Then I remembered that he made 2001 A Space Odyssey, a movie that when it came out was revolutionary for its space visual effects. So I was like, oh, if any director was gonna fake the moon landing footage, of course it would be Stanley Kubrick. And then I did some research right before I filmed this YouTube video, and I saw that 2001 A Space Odyssey was made in 1968. Guess what year we went to the moon? 1969. Case closed. The moon landing was fake. I proved it right there. That's all the proof you need. That's all the proof I needed. Now, I used to think the older you got, the more wise you got, the more intelligent you got. Because the longer you're on Earth, the more you learn. But the older I get, the more I realize that everything I learned when I was younger was just a lie. And that's my TED Talk.